Huh. I guess that's red enough. Alright. Get around here. I about stumbled and fell for unsaid reasons. This is ICA, Igor's Cable Access, coming to you unedited and never rehearsed. And remember, as always, I need one like and I need one subscriber. Will it be you? I didn't think so either. ICA. Now, I've said this before. I can't stand watching these channels where they tell you that, your life's going to change, your luck is going to change, you don't love your mom if you don't like and subscribe. That is malarkey. Almost said something else. That is not true. Nothing will happen. Their numbers will drop, just like mine. Remember that. ICA. Take it, leave it, or smoke it, man. Now, this is a remembrance video. I want to talk about something, that we just don't see anymore. You're probably thinking, well, what is that? I'll show you. These things right here. And you're probably like, man, what the hell is that? These right here are the things that used to go on the bottom of like 2 liters and like these little, I guess, 16-ounce bottles. They used to be on the bottom of, pop bottles and 2 liters and things like that. They're like these plastic caps. And they used to, I've saved a bunch of them, but they've been around for years. I've had these for years. But what it is they were like glued on and they stuck on the bottom. You see like a 20-ounce now, it's got them little grooves on it. Well, it kind of looked like that when you took them off. And a lot of people saved these things. And I saved them, long ago. There were many different kinds. Here's even one that come off of Mountain Dew. They were green. I remember Orange Crush was orange, but most of them are black. Just like this. See, I've got this one. This one. I had more, but I've lost them. I want to think there was another. Oh, yeah. Check this out. Here's the big one. This one was made for a 3 liter. Let's do an ICA close-up of these old pop bottom caps. I don't know what you want to call them, but they're cool. I liked them and I saved them when I was younger. And I just dropped them. Excuse me. Now, as I return, I can't see in the dark, but the Mellow Yellow or Mountain Dew one, here it is. Sorry about that. I just couldn't seem to find my stuff. But these things were so neat. Let's do that ICA close-up that I mentioned. Now, this place is awful clustered, but I can seem to get around the back. They didn't take my building away. That's a good thing. See, look at that. It's like a black cap and it's got holes in the bottom of it. See, there was glue on it like right here. And it was set on, you could pop them off pretty easy. When you see a lot of these in the trash, you didn't see a lot of these still on because people were saving them. Like this was the big one that was off of an old 3 liter. See, look, you can even see some of the old glue places still on there. These things are just so cool. And they're never going to make them again. See, ain't these things, you're probably thinking, man, I wish I would have seen these. And there's that one that come off that Mountain Dew. Ain't that just plumb groovy? Now, I wish I had an orange one. Or I want to think they even had a purple one that was on the Purple Crush. I want to think that those were like in a variety of different colors. You could go in there and look and, if you couldn't see real good and it was all blurred vision, you could see that, most of them were black. And that was usually Coke, Pepsi. But the orange ones were the Crush, and you had Mountain Dew, which is green. Then you had purple. And you know what? Hell, I don't think I ever saw anything else. But a red one would have been cool. All the many, many various colors that they had in the bottom of these. Now, some people are sitting there thinking, man, this is the dumbest video I've ever seen. Did I say it right? Anyways, you're probably thinking this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And somebody's thinking, man, I remember those things. Just remember, bottoms on old pop bottles. They will never, ever be around again. You're never going to have that stability of it, from falling over. It was almost like a wibble wobble, man. It wasn't so easy to knock it down when you had one of these on it. These things are important and they're cool. And I'll tell you what, they need to get out. I know I ain't picking that one up. I ain't going to pick that one up either. But they need to get a hold of all these old, companies. Well, they're still around, but like Coke and Pepsi and, Coke, Pepsi, maybe RC and Bubba. But they need to get a hold of them and tell them, we want these back. You tell them, just like you told them, I want my MTV. Well, damn it, I want my bottle caps back. These were from the 80s and probably the early 90s. I don't know, baby. My mind's been through a lot. I can't always remember. But these are cool. One more close-up. I like doing that. I like doing anything that causes problems. Alright, here we go. Look at it again. That's neat. So that's like little glue spots on that one too. I guess they really wanted to make sure that this one didn't come off. Yeah. Here's another one. Ain't that neat? I'll tell you what. I'm going to wish upon a star. I'm going to throw it up in the air and hope they hear me and make these things again. Because people, we need it. And you know what? You need them too. Probably sitting there unaware of it, and then it hits you. You jump up out of your seat. And you know you need something like this to keep your pops on down, man. And damn it, you know. You know what? It's been ICA. Igor's Cable Access. Take it. Leave it. Or whatever, baby. I'm out. Oh, wait. Somebody just come in. A word from the Igor Orchestra. Be sure to check that one out whenever we record it. I'm sure we'll put it to some song. I'm out, bitches.